Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining and coming to virtual class. Sit tall, let your palms rest on your lap. Choose any support. It can be a wall behind you, a bed, a pillow, anything that you need to settle. And then when you feel ready, try to soften the eyelids, close your eyes, or perhaps bring your gaze down towards the floor in front of you. And give yourself a moment to arrive. Feel your bones in contact with the support that you have. And as you start releasing a little bit of the attention onto what's happening outside, see if you can slowly direct that attention inward and connect with the sensations that you feel within yourself. Maybe there's tingling, perhaps you feel just the sensation of your breath brushing from top to bottom, your whole body. And your breath helps you also settle a little more into your seat. So this week I'm doing a meditation that I started yesterday, doing in classes that I will be repeating. And this meditation is based on one of the key concepts, philosophical concepts of the yoga practice. And it is referred to the practice of returning to the knowledge that is the spiritual knowledge, the one that connects us with our true self or essence. So what is this about? This is about the idea that we are composed, let's say, of emotions, preferences, conditioning, conscious, unconscious. And the practice of coming to the true self is realizing that all of those things are not a real essence. All of those are temporary. They are mental states. But through the practice and the meditation, we can all come to the understanding that the least we stay attached or clinging to all of those things, the more we move away from suffering. So the meditation that we are doing today has to do exactly with that, just trying to come to our essence. So in this nice tall seat, stay soft in your posture. Notice the inhalation and the exhalation. And let your breath do what it needs to do. Don't engineer the breath. Let it just be. Invite the inner gaze down towards the heart center. And as you bring the attention towards that space, ease into your spiritual heart. Let the mind and the inner gaze to settle there. Let it feel easy and calm. And within the spiritual heart, there is a cave. And this cave has no windows. There's no wind coming in. And inside this cave of your heart, there is a flame burning. And because there's no wind, this flame is undisturbed and it's lit forever. This is the real self. Let the mind rest in this inner light, allowing yourself to remember the part of you that was never born and can never die. The part of you that had no suffering in the past will not have suffering along the road. And as you rest the mind in this inner light, there will be outside that cave thoughts, emotions, pleasure, pain, but the inner light stays untouched. Staying connected to this inner space of awareness, continue to stay relaxed. Keep your attention on that inner light. See it shine. Understanding the realness of that inner light and all the things that happen outside of that space is part of the changing or the unreal, the things that are temporary. Try to continue to soften into this space without becoming rigid. Let it feel like a return home. This light ignited within you at all times is the source, its home, its pause, its stillness, its integration. Let's bring our palms to rest right in front of the solar plexus or right on top of your heart, just one on top of the other, connecting to your heartbeat, your pulse. And in this place, connected to that light, today an invitation to spread your light to whoever may come to mind. Anyone who may be perhaps forgetting that they have that light living within themselves. You can expand your light, send the energy to them, and then we'll work through our practice with our own light, burning the misunderstandings, letting go of what's temporary. Let's bring the palms together right in front of the heart in the Namaste shape. And if you choose to join me, we'll start with the Om sound one time, inhaling deeply through the nose, big exhale, then breathing in again. Connecting head, hands, and heart, the three together for a moment. Releasing the palms when you're ready. Lifting the head, opening the eyes. Welcome, Namaste. Again, let's go onto our mats and start practicing. Good, okay. Let's start by simply sitting on our mats, crossing one shin in front of the other. It doesn't matter which one. Put your right hand next to your right hip. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross that left hand towards the right side of your body, lifting the spine, a gentle twist to start. We bring the belly and the chest towards the wall that you have behind you. Take 2 breaths here. Noticing the spine, the shoulders, the neck. Relaxing your jaws. Good, then coming to the center, switch the shins, the cross, and we go the other way, left hand behind you. Inhale, right arm up. When you're ready, exhale, bring that hand to the opposite knee, lift through the spine, gentle twist, go towards the back of your room, relax the shoulders for 2 breaths. Good, and we return to center. From there, coming onto your mat, come onto your back for a moment, lying down, keep your feet on the mat, and with your pelvis, we are going to create a tilting action and then a tucking action. So it's like the cat-cow, but with the pelvis, just a few times to start warming up the hip joint, inhaling, opening and sending the breath towards the area that is below the navel, exhaling, trying to draw the abdomen in. And again, inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhaling, exhale. Last one. Good, returning to neutral, bring both your knees into your chest, rock a little bit from side to side, and give your feet also a short moment to open up and start awakening more by creating circles, flexing and pointing through the toes and the feet. Good. Then with both knees together, we are going to let them drop to one side and helping them with that same side hand, opening the opposite arm towards the back of the room or the side. And just staying here, relaxing the shoulders, 1 full breath. Exhale, releasing into that twist. And we come to the second side, knees back to center, opposite side. You can bring the hand on the same side to help with that twist a little. Opposite arm and shoulder dropping, breathing in and out. Good, then slowly returning to center, extending both arms overhead, rolling onto the side, pressing up. We'll come onto hands and knees. Okay, as we come onto hands and knees, make sure that you put your wrists under your shoulders. You can spin your fingers a little bit out towards the sides of your mat. My knees are right behind my hips. And now we take the full cat-cow version, inhaling, opening the front of the spine, shoulders down, exhaling, drawing the abdomen in, chin to the heart. And again, inhale and exhale. 1 more. Good. Returning to neutral, keeping the hips over the knees. Extend both your arms towards the top of your mat. Keep your left hand right at the center, right of that front line, right in the middle, and then the right palm goes on top, and you push both hands towards the floor to send the chest down. Maybe the chin, the forehead, they come down. And I'm also extending through the arms, sending the side body long and up towards the skies. Deep breath in and release. 1 more breath. Good. We lift from here and we put the opposite hand, so right hand at the center of the mat, also at the top, left hand on top of that one. And then I'm pushing and again opening up through the chest, letting the chest come down. You'll feel the shoulder blades connecting more behind the heart. Releasing the forehead, maybe the chin, whatever touches down, if it does. If not, it's absolutely fine. Feel the stretch under the arms, armpits, upper back. Good, and then we slowly Walk back the hands under the shoulders. Again, I'm pivoting my fingers out towards the sides of the mat. Walk your knees a few inches behind your hips, tuck your toes, and we'll go up to downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal your feet to make sure that the distance in between your hands is the appropriate one for your chest and your shoulders. Adjust that if you need. And as you start activating the legs, like I said, you can walk a few times and move your hips from side to side. Good. We are going to start activating the core in this down dog a little more. So once you find your dog, today what I'm going to invite you to do is to stay here. We are going to stay for several breaths, toning the legs, so we are hugging the muscles to the bones. We are sending the sitting bones up towards the ceiling, and we are going to try and draw the pubic bone up into the navel. We are going to try and lengthen the floating ribs down towards your hips, and we are going to firm the hip bones towards one another. So what I'm doing is to draw like a diamond shape in that area of the core, and I'm going to try and keep that as I breathe in and out for several times. I'll tell you when we stop. So breathe through the nose, exhaling through the nose, holding that pubic bone, lifting up, ribs down, hips in, creating that diamond shape, letting the head relax, letting the neck become long, toning through the arms. For one more breath, lengthening through the inner heels. Good, and then from there, we'll slowly come towards the plank pose. Can you keep that diamond shape right at the center? Draw the pubic bone up, ribs down, hips in, lift the front body into the back body, back to downward facing dog. And again, inhaling, plank pose. Exhaling to down dog. And again, inhaling, plank. Exhaling, down dog. And in the next one, we'll come to plank. Use your knees first, then chest and chin, sliding all the way to be on your belly. Widen your hands to the sides of your mat, fingertips pressing down. Roll the shoulders, inhale, lift. Send the shoulders back. Bring your chin to the right. Back to center. Chin to the left. Back to center. Release back down. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes up to down dog. Deep breath in and release. Draw again that pubic bone up, ribs down, hips in. Good, and then we'll walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend the knees if you need. Drawing the lower belly up, relaxing the torso and the neck and the head, everything heavy. Dropping with gravity towards earth. Then we'll press through the feet, lifting the inner arches. Keep your torso rounded, but use your core to help you lift up one vertebra at a time. Rolling up. Last thing will be the head to come up. And here we go. We are in Tadasana, standing posture. Good. From here, I'm going to mirror you for a moment. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Press through the outer edges of your feet and spread your toes. Inhale, arms up overhead. Good. With your left hand, hold the right forearm and lift that side up. Tone the hips in. Again, we are activating that core to move that fire that is within ourselves. Draw the pelvic floor up, ribs in and down. And then after pulling up onto that side, bring that side over to the left. Just moving up towards the skies. Try to keep the Weight of your feet evenly down. One more breath. Inhaling, returning. Exhale, release the arms. Inhaling, arms up overhead one more time. Beautiful. Then with the right hand, we catch the left forearm. Pull that side first. Feel the stretch on that side. Let that shoulder go up. Good. Then lift through the inner arches. Press evenly through the feet and bring that side over. Chest up towards the skies. Draw that pelvic floor up. Last breath. Then slowly returning, releasing, and let go there. Beautiful. From here, we are going to widen the feet a little. It's not extreme. I'm going to turn my toes out to the sides. I know it's funny that I'm starting this way, but we're going to build more fire. So from here, we are going to try and bend the knees. And instead of letting my hips go back towards the wall behind me, I'm going to try and let them drop down. Good, we are going to bring a little bit of fire here. So try to keep the sitting bones heavy, the inner thighs widening, and check with your eyes if your knees are dropping in, try to send them back so they don't collapse, okay? From here, I'm going to bring my fingertips to my shoulders. Good, I can see it. And then we're going to create circles with both elbows and shoulders, right? So we are activating and lubricating the shoulder joints. Nice. I can see it. Good, a few more. You start feeling that fire? Good, and then you're going to try and reverse it a few times. Good, two more. Nice, stay there, hands in front like Namaste. Drop a little further down with the hips and bounce a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push through the feet, come up, release the arms. Good, slowly heel toe the feet to come back towards Tadasana. Take a deep inhalation, arms up. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, walking back, we go to downward facing dog. Good. From down dog, we inhale to plank pose. Keep drawing that diamond shape into the core. Release down into chaturanga. Inhaling, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Back up we go, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Let's inhale, right leg up and back. Draw again the pubic bone up, ribs in. Exhale, right foot forward. Good. Stay here. Twist to your right. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Shoulders back, lean back. Good. Bring the right hand inside your right foot and send the right leg back to down dog. Same leg, inhale the right leg up. Right foot outside your right hand. Inhale, twist. Exhale, right hand down inside the foot. Back to down dog. Second side, inhale the left leg up. Draw the navel in. Left foot forward in between the hands. Twist to your left. Draw the shoulders back, lean back. Lift from the navel up to your nose. Good, now we'll put that left hand inside the left foot back down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Left foot outside the left hand. Twist again to your left. Tone the back leg, lift that back thigh. Release left hand down, back to down dog. Inhale, plank. Lower. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhale. Back up we go, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, here we go again. Inhaling right leg up and back. This time we bend the right knee, opening the hips towards the left. Draw the sacrum in. Push through your hands. Level your shoulders, lower ribs in. Inhale, right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward. Good, this time, drawing both hips towards the midline. And again, that diamond shape in the core. We come up, high lunge. Good, we'll play a little bit here with strength and mobility and core. So we keep activating hip bones towards the midline, drawing the pubic floor up and the ribs down, hands to the heart. Good, and from here, we are going to bring the left knee up and then back to the high crescent. And again, knee up and back to the crescent lunge. 3 more. Up, firm those hips, firm the core. We are strengthening those legs. Last one. Good. Arms up overhead. Bring the hands back to the center. Left elbow to the right, we twist. Press the palms towards one another. Draw the navel up. See if you can bring the right palm down towards the left shoulder. Breathing in and out. One more breath, shoulder blades towards each other. Back to center. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhaling plank pose. Exhale. Cobra pose, drawing everything up. Exhale. Back downward facing dog. Good, here we go, second side. Draw that diamond shape. Bring the pubic floor up, the pubic bone up. Ribs down, firm the hips in. Inhale, left leg up and back. Bend the left knee, opening the hip towards the other side. Good, now tone that right leg, bring the right ribs in. Level the shoulders as much as you can. Good, re-extend, left leg up. Left foot comes forward. Tone those hips towards one another. Lengthen the front of your spine. We come up, high lunge. Drop the front knee, tone the back leg. Good, bring the hands towards the center. Roll the shoulders back, opening up. 5 times we'll go with that mobility for the back leg, okay? So pressing into the front foot, come up, and back to crescent. And up, and back to crescent. Good, again. 2 more. Last one. Whoops. Good, arms up. Toning outer hips, draw the navel up. Hands to heart. And we take the twist. Right elbow to the left. Draw the belly up. Shoulders back. Push the left hand onto the right one to create a deeper twist. One more breath. Slowly back to center. Back we go, downward facing dog. And from here, if you want to add the vinyasa, the flow in between, back to plank. Coming down lower. Make sure you send your sacrum in on the way up. Exhale. Back to downward facing dog. And again, we'll take a few breaths here, drawing that abdomen up, pushing the floor away. Give yourself a moment. Good, let's inhale, right leg up and back. Right foot comes forward. Once again, tone the inner legs. Push through the back heel. Draw the navel up to your nose. Up we go, high lunge. With the same idea as before, this time we'll add more balancing, going into the knee up, and from here into warrior three. Firm the hips into one another, bend the front knee if you need, press through the base, lift through the inner arch, inner line of your legs, lifting, lifting, lifting. Put your hands down, left leg up, standing splits. One more breath. Good, then slowly put those left toes back down, coming up, crescent, and open up into the warrior two. If you're with me, right leg is in front, stay there, press through both feet, drop that right hip, inhale, reverse the warrior, exhale into side angle pose. Let's repeat that. Inhale, exhale, one last. Inhale, exhale. Good, we stay here. Draw the shoulders back. Drop that right hip a little more. Inner right thigh lengthens forward and back. And then spin the chest and the belly up to the skies. Last breath. Good, bring the hands down. Back to down dog. We'll add a different transition from here. Coming into plank. Roll over your right side, side plank. You can bring both knees down and do this or do here, okay? Side plank. Now in this one, I want you to lift your hips, shoulders back. Again, draw that core in, pubic bone lifting, hips in, ribs down. Good, back to plank. Bring your knees down. Inhale into the cow pose. Exhale into the cat. One more, inhale. Exhale. Good, from here we come forward, all the way down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. After this second side, we'll take rest. Take another deep inhalation. Big exhale. Good, let's go second side. Inhaling, left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward. Tone the inner legs. Lengthen through the spine. We come up. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart. Roll the shoulders back. Notice the breath. Try to make it fluid. Good, we go into balancing again from here. That right knee comes up, firm the hips, firm the core, and then from there we take warrior three. Igniting the flame that never stops One last breath. Slowly bringing the hands down, standing splits. Slowly returning with the back toes onto the lunge. Tone the hips, draw the core up. Let's come up. And we open into warrior two for the second side. Good. Once you have that, drop that front hip. We'll reverse the warrior and go to side angle. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one. We stay there. Drop that front hip a little more. Tone your inner right thigh. Drop the left sitting bone towards earth. Left knee back. Spin the chest and the belly up to the skies. Feel that long line in your right side in your body. Good. Hands down. Back to down dog. And we add that different transition. Plank pose. Roll over to your left side for side plank. We want to use our core in this one. So draw the navel in, ribs down, hips in, chest up to the skies. Left shoulder blade behind the chest. Back to plank. Knees down. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling, cat. Again, inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral, lengthen, come forward, bend the elbows all the way down. Inhaling up, sacrum in, exhale, release. Good, now yes, let's go into child's pose. We take a minute here to reset our breath back into a fluid cycle. Imagine your breath becoming water. So it's a water-like flow. Notice the temperature in your body, that fire that is ignited through the practice that helps us keep consciousness close to our true self. The flame that never goes out, that it's untouched by thoughts, emotions, challenges, fear, pain, suffering. Couple more breaths. Good, and then slowly from there, we come onto our bellies. So you come onto your front. Good, from here, we are going to extend the legs. Good, bring your hands again outside your mat, roll the shoulders, opening up into that cobra. Draw the navel up, send the shoulder blades down, sacrum in. One more breath. Exhale, release. Bring your arms alongside your torso. If you need a strap instead, take a strap. I'm lacing the fingers behind my back. Roll the shoulders. Bring the elbows towards each other. Maybe they stay there. Maybe you extend through the arms a little more. Draw again that core in, sacrum in, and we lift both chest, arms, and legs. Locust pose, back bending, sending the sacrum in, and telescoping the heart and that flame up. One more breath. Exhale, release, hands under the forehead. Shake a little bit through the hips. Again, resetting the breath. Good, from there, one more back bend here. Slowly, we bend the knees. First exercise that I'm going to do here, keep your left hand where it is, left forearm in front of you. With your right hand, catch the inside of your right foot if you can. If not, you put a belt. And the only thing that you're going to do is just let that side drop to the right and come back. Drop to the right and come back. So what I'm doing is create rotation in my hip joint, mainly on that right side, and I'm helping it come back, come down and up, right? And again. And one last. Good, then I'm going to switch right forearm in front, left hand inside the left foot, and I'm going the other way. I'm letting that shin come down towards the floor and back up. 3 more like that. Last one. Good. Let's go and see if we can catch with both hands those feet. And if not, again, belt can be a good option here. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Press your feet into your hands. Draw your sacrum in and your navel up and push the feet into the hands to lift. It doesn't matter if you're going super high or not. Try to send the shoulder blades down, lift the sternum, and again, we shoot our heart up. Last breath, and then release. Good, shake through the hips. Good, from here we are going to come again into the child's pose shape, letting the sitting bones drop back, relaxing the forehead down. Invite your breath to go towards the back of your belly. So we are reopening the lower back that may be a little bit stressed with the back bends. 2 more breaths. Good, then slowly sitting up, bring your legs in front. And if you have a block, I would recommend having something to lift your body up. So I'm going to use it. Actually, for me, I'm going to put it on the medium height, and then I'm going to sit on top. You may need 2 blocks, perhaps, instead of 1. And if you need extra, if you feel like it's unstable, okay? So put something that elevates you a little, and then bring your feet together in front of you, close to the block or close to the support that you have. Sit tall. Right hand to the right side. Left arm goes up. And I'm going to try and cross that left arm over to the right. And from there, lift the trunk and twist to your right. It's like a twisted chair pose, okay? So we lift the abdomen all the way up to the crown of the head, and we twist to the right. One more breath. Good, and we return. We take the second side, sitting tall, left hand supported with the floor or a pillow or something there. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, crossing that right arm to the left. Bringing that belly towards the left side, chest up, relax the shoulders. One more breath, softening your jaws and your ears. And then we return to the center. Good. Lift yourself up so you can take that block out. Good. And then from here, widen the feet. We take a squat, letting the hips drop in between the heels, adding again support if you need it. Good. Just a few breaths. Let the sacrum drop, lengthen down towards earth, rooting through the feet. Last breath. And then slowly bring the hands behind you, sit back onto the mat. Good. And then we'll extend the legs and shake them a little bit here. Okay? Good. We're going to come onto our backs just for a moment. Good. From here, first hug both knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Good. And then we'll put the feet down. We are going to do a modified version of the bridge pose. If this feels like it's too intense, you return back down whenever you need, okay? So first I'm going to have my feet a little wider than the sitting bones. Press through the feet, inner and outer, so you're grounded there. Move the shoulder blades down and in. Tuck them behind your heart. Good. Usually, there's many ways to come up. You can use your elbows and upper arm bones to push and lift yourself. You can use your mat. You can use also the palms just pressing onto the floor, okay? So what we want to do in this shape to really activate our core and make it work for us is to make our glutes be active and also lift through the hamstrings and the outer hips. So engage all of that as you push the mat to lift into that bridge. And we are going to keep that work, okay? So glutes in, inner thighs active, outer hips moving up. You can lace your fingers underneath if you want or hold your mat. And then pushing into the left foot, bring your right knee in and up. And try to level the hips, don't let them drop. So push it to that left foot, glutes active, sacrum in. Extend the right leg. One more breath. Bend the right knee, put that foot down, reset shoulder blades, lift up again through the glutes, hamstrings, hips. Good, second side, push into that right foot, left knee up, don't let that left hip drop, lift up, lift the leg. Sacrum in, bend the left knee, bring the foot down, release the arms, and slowly come back. Take a moment, don't rush. Take a deep breath in. Good. Make the soles of the feet come together. Let the knees drop to the sides. Hands on top of your belly or pelvis. Take a few breaths. Try to soften and return to the water-like flow for the breath. Good. Then slowly we'll bring hands into the underside of the knees to bring them back together. Cross your left leg over the right one, like the eagle legs. And then opening the arms to the sides, let the legs drop to your right. Shoulders heavy, chin to the left. One more steady cycle, breathing in and out. Then slowly return with the legs. Unwrap that left leg. Put the opposite leg on top. Good. Make a little extra space if you need it on your mat or on your room. And let the legs drop to the opposite side. I sometimes like to shift after I twist my legs or I take them to the other side. I shift a little bit with my upper back so I can drop more of the both sides of the upper back down, chin to the right. Let the exhalations be your opportunity to deflate and ground, dropping a little more. Then slowly returning back to center, unwrap the legs. Good. Option here, bringing the knees towards the chest, rocking from side to side. Good. And we'll add a gentle inversion here. So if you have a wall where you can put your legs up and stay there for a few moments until I tell you to come out, you'll do that. If you want to add a block under your sacrum and send the legs up towards the ceiling, a modified shoulder stand, that's also an excellent posture to cool down before the practice and to also create a different flow of your blood and the energy in your body, right? We are usually standing, so all our blood and all the energy comes down to our feet. So here we are reversing that energy, which is super beneficial for your glands, for your organs, and for your physical body and mentally as well. Like I said, wall, block under the sacrum, legs up, or if you are experienced in the shoulder stand, and you have the props or the support there to make that happen, then you can do that, okay? I'm not going to show that because it takes a little bit of time. I need to do a tutorial on that shoulder stand. So choose the one that is appropriate and that you know that you're safe doing. I'll tell you when to come down from that. And as we return to the self, we understand it as the divine. And the more we come to that true center, the more we are able to discriminate the real from the unreal. The stuff in our lives that it's temporary, like our thoughts, our emotions, even our physical body deteriorates and passes and has its cycle. But what we possess that cannot be affected by the outside is the remembrance of our essence. Slowly take yourself back down from the legs up or the wall. If you are using the wall as a support for this posture, you can stay there all the way to the end if you like the shape as the ending of like the resting posture, okay? If you are not on a wall, then it won't be really so relaxing to stay there for Shavasana. So once you come down, if you need to take a happy baby or rock again from side to side before taking Shavasana, please do so. Beautiful. I see some of you doing some happy babies. That's great. Then you slowly make yourself get the props that you need, anything that you have around to prepare for corpse pose. In yoga, we practice Shavasana at the end of the class because it is when we get to surrender. After practicing, igniting the fire and giving our best, like what we do in life, then we can let go. Releasing the body, releasing the mind, coming to the eternal self. Shavasana can be a practice of death acceptance in which we surrender gracefully. Receive a deep inhalation through the nose and let it all go through the mouth with a big sigh. We return slowly to our own bodies, the room you are in, inviting movement to the fingers, toes, wrists, perhaps your ankles, maybe your head slowly moving from side to side. An invitation to keep your face soft and your eyes kind. as you return to movement, keeping a fluid breath, bending the knees whenever ready, rolling over to the side, and coming back to a seat.